Hey, this is Charles Onyett with IGN. I'm here with Nick Colin.
Hello.
And we are checking out the Battlefield 3 open beta that just went live. And before I actually get into the game, I wanted to show off the front end. So this is how you actually get into a Battlefield game. And this is just in a browser. Like, I can just Alt-Enter out of here. There it is. Go back. And you can see co-op here. It's not in the beta, neither is the campaign, but there is multiplayer. There's one map playable right now, which is on rush mode. It's called Operation Metro. And it's not really a vehicle map, so you don't get the jet combat and the helicopters that everyone wants to see.
The things that make Battlefield.
Yeah, along those lines. But what you do get, just if you go around here, you get all these stat readouts, which I think are pretty neat, so that you can keep track of all this stuff. I don't know how accurate that really is. I've been playing I've been playing for longer than that. I know that much.
This might not have taken into account games that he just left or was kicked out of because of server stuff.
I mean, this is still obviously in beta as well, but you get a sense of all the different things you can unlock, which is quite a bit for all the different classes.
There are a lot of weapons. So do you know how to unlock them?
Kill people, I believe, is the answer to that question. But I could just go over this for a while, but I'm not going to. So there's a quick match option. If you want to get directly into game, there's leaderboards. There's also a server browser. So if you go into the server browser, you can set up filters. Like, I don't want to find, let's just click some stuff here so I don't wind up in a terrible server.
You don't want to be in a Oceanic server?
No, I would prefer not to. Okay. So yeah, you can set filters to bring up the browser, just because there are a lot of people playing this. I did want to point out, there's one server here running the Caspian border map, which is the big jet map that's locked, EA testing. So that's just kind of a tease.
Those jerks.
I would love to get into that map, but unfortunately it's not really possible. So I'm going to see if I can actually get into one of these Operation Metro maps, just because there's so many people playing. It's a 32-person map.
Have you tried hacking the server?
No, I haven't tried that, mostly because I don't actually know how to do that. So
it's probably typing, like keystrokes.
So there we go. I just picked that one. I'm going to try and join and see if this works. You get this little pop-up down here, whether you hit a specific server on this list or you just hit the quick match, and it'll just log you in. And assuming it doesn't time out or there's some kind of error happens, you actually do get into game. Oh, here we go. All right, loading level. You get into the game pretty quickly. So I'm just going to wait for this to boot up, and then once I'm in, which will be momentarily, I can just show off some of the graphics options. This is, in case you hadn't already guessed, the PC version, what with the web browser and all.
Do you know how the matchmaking is going to look on consoles? Because they won't have the web browser.
I haven't looked at the console version yet. Oh, perfect. This round is just starting. So this will give you a good idea of what happens in this game type. Basically, both teams are just one team's trying to defend, one team is trying to assault objectives, and the objectives are in sort of waves. So as you take the first objectives, then you progress to a second, and it moves from above ground here. In this, and I'm defending right now, so I'm going to try and stop the team from assaulting. A lot of detail in the maps, as you can see. There's fire going in the air, that plane going overhead. Really cool effects. And I'm just going to see if I can not get killed here for a second and hide against this thing and go into the options menu, where you can get a sense of all the different things you can tweak, which is quite a bit. Quite a bit. And here are the video options. I have this on a low resolution just for capture purposes, but you can see it's on ultra settings. There's all this different stuff you can customize depending on what your PC is capable of. The machine that we're running this on is not super high end. But as you'll see in the video, it actually runs really well.
Yeah, it's really, really smooth, really pretty.
You always love an in-jet subdivision on your key bindings menu. That is awesome. Anyway, so I'll go back to the game so we can stop looking at menus.
So much.
So many menus. In terms of what you can do, just walk around and stuff. You can sprint, you can crouch down, and if you sprint and then hit the prone key, you can dive into a prone position. Which is pretty neat and very useful, especially if you're assaulting places or trying to jump into cover or something like that. I'm going to see if I can pull it off here, but I can also... Well, there's one of the objectives there that I'm supposed to defend. There's the other one, so people are probably going to be coming in through this area, would be my guess.
So what class are you playing right now?
Right now, I am... I don't remember what my class is called. I will.
The assault or the.
I believe so. This is the. Oh, they took objective B already. That's disappointing. All right, I'm just going to concentrate.
go,
I'm going to
Charles.
concentrate on fighting for a bit here, and then when I die, which I will, I'll go over the class menu. But I just. Whoa, that looked dangerous.
Yep.
Yeah, again, really cool effects, like the smoke in the distance looks really natural. There's a guy down there.
The lighting on the giant rotating dish there, very nice.
Tree just came down.
Yeah, probably not
Alright,
a good sign.
I'm going to lob a grenade over there and see what happens. You can see this red carrot that appeared on screen. Oops, I was a little late on that. If you hit Q while an enemy comes into view, it will highlight them for that, and you'll get bonuses to the points you get.
Yeah,
when
you
that
sort of
enemy is killed, you get a spot bonus.
And everyone else on the map will get a little notification on,
Yeah,
on
so
their mini map and on their screen, and they'll see a little dot. And that sort of lets them take
Hey,
out.
double kill.
Whoa! Look at you go.
Nailed it.
Lets you.
I'm gonna run away now. And go prone.
If you can't take out one of the enemies, then maybe one of your allies can. So
Yeah,
and you'll
definitely.
still get a bonus if they get killed.
It's very helpful,
Yeah.
and not something that it really throws in your face. But no, he's dead. They are
Just to make sure.
They are not being very successful here. Oh, and so you get point bonuses for a lot of stuff. You can see the squad spawn on me bonus coming up. That's just people who are in my 4-person squad. They can choose to just spawn directly on me instead of the standard spawn points. And I get points for that, which is nice.
So what do these points do?
The points will unlock a whole bunch of stuff. I just have really basic weaponry because I just started playing right now, so none of the classes are super advanced. So, I mean, I basically have this assault rifle, this pistol, and oh, there I died. Curses.
Ouch. Uh-oh.
Well, at least there was retribution. Somebody avenged my death. But I got killed by that guy who was hiding over that guardrail. Here, I can just go over the classes real quick. So I was the assault class, pistol, and the med kit, which I have access to. So there's no actual dedicated like medic class.
And you'll notice that at least the assault rifle has an experience bar below it. The other ones do
right
as
here.
well, but I mean, you haven't had any gains on them, and you've been playing for a while, so I'm not sure if they
Yeah,
actually...
I haven't. Yeah, I don't really know how that works with the med kit because I definitely have been healing people
Yeah.
with it. But you do unlock accessories like an underslung rail for this. In my play so far, I've unlocked the shotgun, which I can put a different kind of buckshot in. But that's pretty much it. That's the extent of my unlock so far. And the other classes are the engineer. This will be familiar to any Battlefield fan. Get a repair tool, rocket launcher, and I can also use the shotgun here if I want to.
I think the shotgun is a universal weapon. That's sort of been how it is in the other games.
Yeah, and here's the shotgun again. Pistol. This is an ammo box for the support class, and then recon is sort of the sniper class with a radio beacon that sets up alternate spawn points, which is pretty cool.
And then each of these classes has their own experience bar.
Yeah, here's my experience bar for the class.
That's the one for the weapon.
Yep, and
then you have an overall one, which
do.
is just for you.
you have there is a lot of leveling up to do in this game.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with the assault class and go back into combat here, so I don't waste too much time in the menus. But yeah, I tend to like this class, and well, you'll see this guy just did the same thing. You toss out these med kits, and the way the health system works is if I get hit, I will take that chunk of damage will stay depleted from my overall health bar for a little while. It will regenerate eventually, but it will not regenerate instantly.
Yeah, it's like 10 seconds or something. It's a while. It's
Yeah.
not one of these little, oh, you duck around the thing and then you're fine.
Yeah, it's a significant enough delay that a med kit can really make a difference because as long as you're in the vicinity of a med kit that's active on the ground, you will regenerate health.
Like you were on 61% health for a while there, and now it started regenerating. It
Yeah,
regenerates.
you can see the bar going back up, and I can heal myself too. I was just being lazy there and not actually doing it. I'm going to move up towards the front line because I assume this guy is so far up that he's going to get shot at some point. So if I just hit the 3 key, I toss out a little med pack there.
I love it. It's just like,
Yeah, I've got a lot of those med packs on me, and I can just keep tossing them out too. There goes another one. Obviously, the first one disappears if you. Oh, here's a guy. So, I think he's dead. We are still defending this objective up here, but yeah, eventually there are defibrillators that will unlock in the game, so I'll get more, a lot more items to use. It won't just be limited to the loadout I have right now.
Yeah, the defibrillator will let you revive allies, and you'll get points for that and stuff. You get points for everything in this game.
Yeah.
And all of those points will go to your millions of experience bars. So.
Here we go. Here's a guy trying to come across the.
Oh, will you get him?
Oh, wait, is there a guy in here? Where's the drink? Oh, no, that's over here. All right, I have to go. Oh, I failed.
Ouch.
I failed big time. Yeah, in previous games I was getting revived by people, so it is possible. It's just I haven't actually accumulated enough experience to make that happen. And if this objective actually does get taken, you will see what happens when you transition between objective points in this game. Looks like A is pretty. Oh,
Whoa,
yeah, there we go. So
something
A's in
exploded.
danger. Those were taken. You can see my objective shift on the top left there, and it just blew up a bunch of stuff. Again, awesome effects. I mean, that just, it looks like natural, well, you know, it's virtual smoke, but it looks really natural. And it blew up that big hole in the ground over there. So now the action will transition down into the subway system, where it'll be much more close quarters combat. Like, this is pretty out in the open, and actually, because of that, I am going to switch over to a shotgun, because shotguns are pretty much awesome.
Yeah, they're really satisfying. Now you're playing. This is rush mode, you said.
Yeah.
Can this map be played in any other mode?
I haven't tried that yet, but I mean, I assume so.
Okay.
But I don't actually know. I haven't played around with that.
Cool.
So yeah, again, you can see a lot of cool effects, like the reflections off the ground here. You can see, well, that's just a little bit of a bullet mark, but if you go up to these poles, you will see it just blasts chunks out of them, which is really satisfying, especially with the shotgun in an intense firefight. To have that happen is
And if there's not
all part of the shotgun experience.
if there's not a Matrix lobby level mod made for this game, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Oh, okay, that guy is not having a good day. So this would be a good part to actually duck down, because they have snipers coming in here.
You should throw out your med
and
kit.
toss out a med kit.
The one.
And if that guy gets healed, there you go. You see my points pop up, and that is the advantage of
yeah.
being a medic.
Oh, dear.
Unfortunately, he really didn't live very long. And if I'm gonna die here, I gotta move. Okay. I'm gonna try to flank around their position now.
Looks like some of your allies have the same idea.
Yeah, and see if I can make a few kills, because being in that shooting gallery area is not a good idea. There's also these vents up here that they can come in through, so this is definitely a spot to watch. There's a few entrances along that wall that they'll pop through, and it looks like one of the guys on our team with a sniper rifle has this alley locked down, so nobody's going to have a lot of success coming through there as long as he's alive.
There are a lot of different avenues you can take just in this underground section, and then there's even like an above ground section, sort of in the train station entrance, right?
There's a shotgun kill.
Nice. Oh,
I
yeah.
gotta move now.
Yeah, they're gonna
drop down a med kit, and I'm gonna see if they decide to follow me. And if they do, I'm going to sit right here
They're gonna need more than one shell.
and wait for this guy to show up. Oh yeah, they're definitely shooting. I'm gonna peek out and see what happens. Oh, that guy's dead. Oh, there's a guy. Oh crap. Alright, I gotta reload. But yeah, these trains make for interesting fighting areas, because they basically cut off these alleys. They cut the alleys in half, and then that guy is not happy right now. They cut these alleys in half, and plus you can go through the middle of them, so it just creates a lot of interesting avenues for combat.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on there.
What?
Looks a
Whoa.
little bit of glitching happening at this point.
Hey, Beta, how you doing?
Yeah. There, I did finally kill that guy. Oh, looks like medkit's not going to do him
Is
much.
there
Let's go.
a melee attack, like a weapon attack?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't even show that. So, there's my grenade. I do get a
Nice.
knife, so you do have a knife,
Okay.
which
does
you
that
can
have to
attack
be-
with. Oh,
is
there's
that
no-
switched
there's no
to,
alternate
or
fire.
is that-
And yeah, so I can switch to that manually, or I can hit F, and then I will just do a quick
Nice.
swipe,
Okay.
and it looks like it goes to, hold on, if I tap F, okay, so if I tap F, my weapon comes back out. If I hold F, I keep the knife. So in case you're really into knife combat,
And who isn't?
there's totally that option here. Well, Well, I'm an idiot. I should have killed that guy.
Yeah, that was. Well, there's another chance.
There, I got
Nice.
that guy. Yeah,
know
so
what your
that's
allies
actually
are
kind
doing.
of a. This is actually kind of a cheap position. Oh, jeez. That guy scared the crap out of me. He was on my team. I don't know if he just team killed someone or what happened. Yeah, so this map will just continue through, and you see the fighting will progress into smaller alleys and things like that, and then at the other end, it kind of it opens up again.
So how many objectives were there? I think there were 2, and now you're down to 1.
There are 2 at a time. I don't know what this guy's doing. Hey, I got a shotgun ribbon. How about that?
So ribbons give you experience bonuses, and they just sort of show off your achievement. They're
Alright,
basically
just-
like in middle of a battle achievements, right?
Yeah. And you'll see all of that will be wrapped up at the end of. Oh, there I finally died.
Ooh.
All that will be wrapped up at the end of a match.
And they throw a grenade at your face just to be sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's that's called being efficient. Anyway, that's an overview of what's in the beta right now. It's pretty much just this map, but it is a lot of fun. I mean, Battlefield fans are gonna love this. So I will try to make more kills and bring you more info on the Battlefield 3 open beta as it continues. And for more coverage on Battlefield 3, head over to IGN.com.